Hey everybody, thank you for joining into the Fallgate Team channel. This is Fallgate Top Dad. I had a couple people request in the lobby to do a video with me, so we are doing a video. I believe the map we're doing is Simpleton or Simple City, something like that. I'll verify later to make sure, but I don't remember what it was pulling up. But hopefully this goes in well and we can get started. I have been having some problems here on and off lately of loading into games and stuff like that. Either drop me late or it kicks me altogether. Looks like this would be one that's just going to drop me late, and there's nothing wrong with that. While I have your attention, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, even share. We greatly appreciate it, and hope you enjoy the video. So we're doing Sus 10167. I want to give a shout out to. He is one that requested to be in the video. So we're going to see, hopefully get him his first win, because I was looking at his profile. Oh, no, he has won twice, so that's good. He's won twice, and hopefully we're going to get him his third win, which it's not hopefully. We will get him his third win. And then we're also playing with Muscular Boy. Let's see what Muscular Boy's stats are. Muscular Boy, 0.10 win ratio. Does not win very often. So we're going to help both of these guys win today. Alright, so I led off with the Golden Crook boss. Just because that's my favorite one to lead off with. And as my build out, the build out I have right now, I have the farms. I have the accelerator. I have Golden Crook boss. I have the... totally drawing a blank. The Electro guy and then the Pyromancer are the ones that I'm running with right now. And of course the cheapest one besides the farm is the Crook boss, so it made sense to go ahead and lay him first. But we're gonna, hopefully they leave this whole middle area for me to just dominate with my stuff. But my guess is, as time goes on, they're going to get a little antsy and start throwing stuff where I throw it, because they're both, I don't know that they're both reasonably new. It's just neither one seem to have a lot of experience just because of their player level. All right, so we are heading off all right now. We're already on wave 7. I do have auto skip on. They may not like that. I'm a premium subscriber, so I keep auto skip on. It makes these videos, one, go quicker. But also I found that I really don't have a problem on any wave when I'm, especially on normal maps, easy maps, normal, hard. I don't have any problem playing those. Played Molten. It's not in Fallen or anything like that, so I don't think anything special needs to be taken care of. So to me, auto skipping, it's not a big deal. And as we get later on into this video, you're going to see that's not a big deal by the things I get out. You know, the electroshock guys are really awesome. They're really good, especially once you get them leveled. I was surprised how much damage they do once they're leveled. It's pretty impressive. I'm going to go ahead and get the first one out now. But they do an outstanding job, especially because it's quick also. It's not like it's just some low fly, low damage type stuff. It's massive damage, and it spreads through like 8 enemies and stuff like that, so that's pretty awesome. And then you pair that with the accelerator. I mean, there's just not a whole lot that's going to get through. And I got the Pyromancer. I'm really liking the Pyromancer here lately. I like the fact that it's also like the Electro guy. It's spreading the damage out because of the flame, and I do like that. And with this setup, it pairs really nicely with everything that I run with. So it's always a positive to find something that's going to pair well with what I already like using, which is the Crook boss and the accelerator. Alright, we got to see hidden because nobody else. Oh, we got one can. Mine can, so we're not going to have to worry about hidden. Mine will take care of it. Let's see, let's go ahead and send the request to both of these guys. Alright, that way I can let them know when the video is going to be on that they're going to be a part of. All right, here we go. So we got a few hunters out, or soldiers. A few soldiers. He's getting his airplanes, the ace pilots out. And I am focusing on making sure that I have my farms ready for the later waves when we need to have my accelerator out. That will come, and when that does, I want to make sure that I am ready and not held up because I didn't farm correctly in the process. Like I said, I don't see anything here probably in the next all the way up to wave 24, 25 that we really need to be worried about. So as long as I'm not worried about it, I'm just going to keep focusing on farming. I got two decent troops out. My electroshocker is at 1, Crook boss at 2. So let's get this farming on its way. I think most people, once they get used to playing with the auto skip on, will actually enjoy it. I honestly don't mind how long the games are. They're entertaining to me. I like playing them. So that's never been a problem for me. But when you do record these videos, a 20 to 30 minute video is tough to get people to sit through and watch, especially with, unless you're a huge fan of tower defense, which I am, and I do watch other people that do YouTube videos on it. You're not going to sit there and watch a whole one. I mean, it's not like it's a whole, wow, look at the movement, look at the action, stuff like that. It's not. We're placing guys, we're upgrading them. I totally get that. So I try to make it to where, one, maybe I'm entertaining enough. Most likely I'm not. But if I can make the video quicker by doing the auto skip, I'm going to do the auto skip to make it quicker. And we're getting to the point where next wave, I will put out the first accelerator on our next wave. You can see we've had no problems. And our ace pilot here, muscular boys tower, is starting to encroach on where I wanted to put my stuff, and it's not a big deal. We'll be fine because my accelerator, especially once it's maxed out, has a tremendous amount of range. And I'll be able to cover a large area once we get it maxed out. And that will be my goal. I'm going to work on my farming and then focus on maxing out my accelerator, get it maxed out as soon as I can, and then I will start adding some other troops in there. And then the focus will be, once I get him maxed out, adding some other troops in there and stuff, because once he's maxed out, we'll be good. Then I can max out my Crook boss. Crook boss, I can only lay down 4. Electroshocker, I can only lay down 4. So then I'm laying down 8 troops, getting those maxed out, and then I can focus on the accelerator if I want to, or I can sit there and say, you know what, let's go ahead and add some pyromancers and get those in there. But in the meantime, I definitely want to focus on saving up the money to upgrade my electroshocker after I get my farming done. And I don't see any reason why I need to worry about getting anything else down and not go ahead and just focus on my farming. Because the way I look at it is nothing's made it close to getting past my accelerator. When it's not getting close to being past my accelerator, that's not a real threat. And I can always throw down something. I always make sure I have the money to throw down something, especially back in this corner if I have to. Like another Crook boss if I have to, or something like that, if it gets by. But I don't see anything getting by here anytime soon. So we're going to sit here. I'm going to go, these are the guys I was waiting for. They could technically get by, but he's got enough ace pilots out. None of them are upgraded, I don't think. He's got enough ace pilots out that he was able to get his ace pilots to take care of them. It looks like, yeah, he's just spamming. He's got a few that are at level 3. Most are at level 2, so that's all right. It's always interesting to see how other people play. Over my time of playing, I found that it's better off to have a few solid towers down and then max them out as soon as you can instead of just spamming a whole bunch of small ones. Because I can tell you, my accelerator maxed out is going to be far more efficient than me having 3 or 4 accelerators at level 1 or 2. And that is just the way it is. My accelerator will take care of that hidden if it gets past. No big deal. Yep, we got it. And this one will be gone too. So now we are getting to the point where my accelerator is at level 4. I want to do an overview of this map. I think it's, I'll tell you what, if you've never dabbled in Roblox Studio, there's a lot of people that have some YouTube videos out there on how to build games. Currently, the Fallgate team is in the process of building the game, and I'll announce that as soon as we can release it. But there's a lot of guys that have these videos out there to teach you how to use Roblox Studio and make a game yourself if you wanted to. And it's really neat because I dove into it. We're creating a game, but you have to learn. You end up admiring some of these guys' maps that they do. Now, this isn't a more complex map as far as TDS goes, because TDS has some maps that are far more complex. But it's always interesting to see what other people have done and then be like, oh, well, I know how to do that now. Like this guy's got, different stages of levels of the earth crust right here. I know how to do that now. So that's always neat. And let's see. It looks like, oh, wait, be right back. So sus 10167 will be right back. It's not a big deal. It's not going to affect the way we play. I do have my max accelerator out. Max accelerator sees 20 spaces, 0.1 on the speed, and 50 on the damage. And also has a recharge of, I think it's 3,000. So yeah, recharge of 3,000. So that's always nice as well. And he's going to wipe that out. Now we're going to focus on, we got a lot of money sitting here, so we're going to go ahead and max these two out because I believe I have enough to, well, I will have enough to max out the electroshocker after this. And then after this electroshocker is maxed out, I'm going to go ahead and put a pyromancer down and get him maxed out just so I can have all my troops out and all my towers out. And then I will expand on whether I will put down more electroshockers. There's no doubt about it because electroshockers are just so powerful once you get them all down. So we now maxed him out 2.5 seconds. That's a little long on timing data ratio. 14 space, which is huge, but he does 90, and that spreads to, I believe it's up to 8. And you're going to see how powerful that is in the later in the rounds when we get to it. Oh, and look at that. I got my pyromancer down and he's maxed out. Pyromancers are pretty good maxed out also. They do have a damage of only 3, but it's 0.25 seconds. And that's quick fire rate, and you can see that we just flat out blew through that stuff. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and work on getting these electroshockers, combined 2 different towers there, didn't I? Electroshockers down, so I have them out, and we want them focused. Oh, I can't put him there, but I can put him here. And I'm going to have all 4 of them out and at the point of being able to sit there and max them in the next time or 2. Alright, so I will be able to max out one of them this time. And we are getting these ace pilots, they're doing a good job, especially if you can max them out, but he doesn't have any of them maxed out yet, which is fine. Sus has got a lot of soldiers out, and he's starting to get them upgraded. That's always good. Alright, so we're going to max out this electroshocker, and this one's going to get to the point where we're going to be able to max it out this wave also. Then I'm probably going to throw down another accelerator. That way I have 2 accelerators out. Because the accelerators, in the end, the accelerators are going to be the most powerful thing I have. I do have the engineer, but I don't like the engineer as much as I do the accelerator. The accelerator, it's just, I think it's overpowered. I've heard rumors, which if you watch my last video, you've heard me say that I think they're going to nerf the accelerator to make the engineer more powerful, because I think the intent all along was that the engineer is the last one you get in the shop and it would be the most powerful one, but the accelerator is far more valuable and powerful than that. So I think they're going to nerf it to be able to accomplish that. Alright, and since there is 2 of us having to skip, yeah, I'm just glad Gong, which I believe that is Muscular Boy, is skipping with me so we don't have to sit there and go through all this. Alright, so we're on wave 38. 38, and I have 2 accelerators. This one will be maxed at the end of this wave. I've got all 4 of my electroshock. Oh man, I have an electroshocker that's not maxed. I'm going to do that after my accelerator. I'll get him maxed then. Let's get a view of this battle. Alright, we got that one maxed. Now we're going to save up and get that last electroshocker maxed. Yeah, those planes are just dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. Great thing about the Crook boss is you have the guards. The guards' range is huge. Look at that. Where they're standing at, they can see the entrance. That's massive space. And I only have 1 Crook boss down. But, I mean, you're talking about 25 spaces, 0.15 on the speed, and do 4 damage. And there's, what, probably 8 of them out there? Let's see how many there is. There's 6 of them out there. So that's, I mean, that's massive. We are on the 4th wave, so I'm going to go ahead and sell my farms. We have enough money. We are going to throw down another accelerator. And we will max it out. And then, I'm sorry, but I like to have more crooked bosses in this. I just do. I really like my crooked bosses. So I'm going to get a few of those out. But he's definitely going to make it to me. And I will end up having to probably sell some of my stuff in the beginning and replace them. But that's alright. That's not a big deal. We're still going to win. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I don't lose very often. So you've probably seen some where I have lost, but I don't lose very often because I like to challenge myself, but I also feel like, how am I going to have people watch me and listen to what I'm doing or my advice if I don't win? So I've developed a strategy that works really well. I do like to try other towers that might interest other people, but when I want to get my win ratio back up, because I want to get it over 1, and I'm not. I'm at like 0.6 something. I want to get it over 1, and so I need to start winning a little bit more to do that. So I got to favor, get my favorite towers out there. But again, we won this one. It was an easy match. They're excited because they are on YouTube. Alright, so anywho, everybody, thank you for joining us on the Fog 18 channel. We appreciate it. This is Fog 8 Top Dad, and you guys have a good one.